in here, get up in here. This is Saints Sunday live video that I cannot shoot live because of where I am here in beautiful Sedona, Arizona. Check this out. I found a little spot in the National Forest. And so I'm going to go ahead and go through this video. And it's going to be kind of short because I am limited on time as far as light, right? So I'm going to just get to this. So we're talking about Neptune and Saturn in Aries through the houses, okay? And how that can show up differently for different people and how that might feel for you personally. So Neptune and Aries, we talked about it last week, right? Saturn, we talked about the energies of these planets as along with the characteristics of Aries. And so now let's put those in the house, right? First house is the house of identity. So those who have Aries transiting your first house with Neptune, so you're going to see probably some radical changes in your identity, right? The house of self and your physical appearance. So these people might be taking on a new look. Maybe they've cut their hair, dyed their hair, something like that, or radically change their appearance in the way that you have known it. So if you have Aries in your first house and you have these planets transiting through there, then you could very well be experiencing this as an identity crisis, right? Or an identity makeover. It would be a crisis if you are not flowing. Like if you're not flowing with the changes, then that could feel like a crisis. But if you are open to the change and you're embracing it, it will feel like a liberating time because you would just be like radically changing your look. Second house. The second house is all about finances, money, right? And romance. So here, like emotions, not romance, emotions. So here you can have a radical shift in emotions, right? Or in your finances. Things could be going on the up, right? So if things have been going bad, they could be going on the up, especially if you're with the flow. You've been doing the healing work, and you can see your finances radically change at this time. You could also see your emotions taking a topsy-turvy. And if you're not flowing, this could feel like just bad. Yeah, pretty bad. So third house is community. So these people could be moving, or they could be relocating from where they have grown up, right? Early childhood community and siblings. They could be having radical changes in sibling factors. So like you could have a toxic sibling that you just all of a sudden ain't never gonna talk to no more. Or you can have a sibling that you haven't really been communicating with, and now you feel the urge to reach out to them and connect more, especially with the Aquarius and Uranus energy that we are feeling on top of Aries, Neptune, and Saturn. So, fourth house. People who have it in the fourth house could be experiencing changes in their foundation, right? So these could be radical changes as far as where you live, changes within your family dynamic, because the fourth house is the mother. So it could be changes in your relationship with your mother. Some people may lose their mother, or some people may become more like their mother, right? It kind of depends on where you are in the flow. For the fifth house, this would be impacting romance. So how you interact in romantic relationships, how you attract romantic relationships, your desire for music is also here, and children. So how you relate to your children, how you communicate, your relationship with your children could be drastically changing. And sixth house, these people is health, okay? So you could be experiencing some pretty radical changes and shifts in your health or your diet. You might start looking at your diet a little different and then a little bit more strict about your diet. Or you could find the things that you've been eating are no longer supporting you, and that you need to make some radical changes. Next is the seventh house. These people could experience radical changes in their marriages. Like, let's say you're in a marriage that ain't no good, right? The illusion gonna come away, boom. But if you're in a marriage that is healthy and good, then things will go to the next level of good, right? Like fairy tale type stuff. If it's in the eighth house, these people could be going through all kinds of psychological changes, spiritual changes, changes with their money. Some people could receive inheritances. Some people could have to pay debts. It kind of depends on how it's showing up for you and how you've been relating to it. In the ninth house, you can radically see yourself changing your perspective on things that you have learned, the house of knowledge, education, and higher knowledge, as well as how we take in information and deliver information. 10th house is your career. A lot of people with it in the 10th house will be having major career changes, and again, if you're on the right side of it, great career changes. On the wrong side of it, things could be going downhill. 11th house is our friends. You can have radical changes in your friend groups. People who used to be attractive to you to hang out with could now be quite distasteful. And those of you who have been kind of introverted could find yourself in a mood to make more friends and expand your friend group. And then the 12th house is the house of the unconscious, the self, and your relationship with God. Here, a lot of people with the transit in the 12th house will experience changes as far as how you view religion, your relationship with God, your intuition could increase. You could become a little bit more delusional about your religious practices or separated from those. It kind of depends, again, on where these things are showing up in your house and how you're relating to them. But that's the video for today. I hope this helps somebody somewhere. And if you're not sure about your chart and you need a little bit of help, go ahead, send me a message. We'll gladly help you out with your chart and understand where these things are happening in your chart. So hit me up. I love y'all. This is my Sunday video. I'm sorry it's short, but like I said, I'm out here. I don't have no connectivity. I will turn this camera around or get off of the camera and let y'all take a look at what I'm looking at, which is pretty nice out here actually. I'm down in a little gorge. I don't know if you can see really exactly what I can see, but yeah, you can see it, right? You see the waterfall, and it's like a stream. It's not actually a waterfall. So it's a nice little stream behind me, and that's not bad. Okay, that makes sense. You know what I'm saying? I stay strapped and loaded. This is where I'm at for today. I try to come over here and see the stream a little bit more. Down here. Pretty cool. A little bit of time I got left before it gets dark out here. This is part of Sedona. This is the Coconino National Park that I am in, and I believe I came down at the halfway point in the National Forest. Kind of hike down. It was a nice little hike. And like I said, it's pretty out here. So I'm going to enjoy it for a little bit. Check out the red rocks. I love the red rocks around here. And how peaceful this area is. It's just peaceful. So yeah, I'm gonna actually just pop me a spot. It's a rock right here. I'm gonna pop a spot. Y'all know how I'm doing. yeah. And then we're gonna hike back up there. So that's what I got going on today. If you guys need any help when you're finding that you're struggling throughout this time, please feel free to reach out for some moral support. You can email me, message me, comment on the video. But I hope that everybody's remembering to remember in this time to stay grateful and faithful to the plan and whatever call is on your life. This is beautiful. These are the kind of rewards that I get in the work that I do. So I get to do nice stuff like this, like check these out. I don't know if y'all can see these. Why you ain't keep it over? Now, I don't know why the camera acting up right now. They just want to look that way. I don't know. It don't want to. It don't want to look this way. So. Now, it'll stop moving now. Yeah. So, after y'all see the red in them rocks, I don't know if y'all can see it. I can see it, but it's beautiful out here. They're down here fishing for trout. Yeah. Pretty cool place. Pretty cool, right? I love it. Like, these are the type of places you can find me at. This is what I do with my free time. Like, I'm actually about to. Oh. Come on, man. Participate.